Hello everyone. Before we start today's video, if you could all do me a solid and lightly tap the like button, perhaps share the video about and leave a comment. If you are not subscribed, subscribe as well. It would greatly help this channel. Thank you very much. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of Where Are They Now? Today we are going to be discussing Oli London, somebody we have on 2 occasions discussed on this channel. The first time we discussed the fact that they identified as Korean, which I had dubbed, like many, to be a trivializing of race, akin to that of Martina Big and Rachel Dolezal, or Rachel Dolmoney, whichever you prefer. The second time, over a year later, Oli London finally said sorry for something. But what I want to do today, I want to go back, not just to the first video, but to previous controversies. Not all of them, it would take too long. Instead, we're going to go back to an article from the 19th of January 2020, because considering how well known Oli London is, Oli London doesn't have the biggest following or presence on YouTube, which does surprise me a little bit considering how much Oli has over the years made it seem like Oli was well and truly flush with coin. The intention then for the rest of this video is to go through articles in a time order to be up to present, along with accompanying videos that intersect at the right moment from Oli's channel to show us where Oli was in 2020 to where Oli is now at the end of 2022. Yeah, I thought I'd deviate a little from the previous ones where I've showed a lot of clips. I may still show a clip, but not as much. This is going to be very much more article dense than it is video based from my own videos, that is. Oli's videos are fair game. We can all agree on that. And before someone says it, yes, I do also have Oli London's Wikipedia here because internet personality, South Korean internet personality, singer and actor known for transracial identity and having multiple ethnic plastic surgery procedures since 2013 in attempts to imitate the BTS singer Jimin's appearance. Hold up. Born on the 14th of January 1990 in central London, yet identified as a South Korean internet personality. I know I've got some flack in the past for using Wikipedia. In this instance, I'm okay to use this, right? Thank you, gatekeepers of what is and is not credible information. So to the first article, BTS superfan Oli London left with a bloodied face after getting injections to make his skin look more Korean. Previously, Oli had spent £75,000 on cosmetic procedures to look like Jimin. So far, at the point of this article, Oli London had had 4 rhinoplasties, a blepharoplasty, if I mispronounced that, I'm sorry, which is work on the eyelid and mandibular angle reduction, jawline surgery and incision inside the mouth, shaved the bones in his face down to give it more structure. Oli though wanted to go further at this point, because Oli was having injected to make it more white. Can you imagine the rage, the anger, if this had been somebody white saying, hold up, I'm not white enough. Can someone please take out whatever it is in my skin that is making me tan? Or maybe give me the ginger gene, some of that albino magic. 5 months later, Oli London made a video titled Being Korean. It has been viewed over 1 million times, with some of the top comments reading, he literally needs 2 therapists, one for himself and one for his other therapist. And people aren't bullying you, they're telling you the right things, bro. And finally,
Jimin is not a pronoun, he is a human.
This is still one of the most popular videos on Oli London's channel, which did surprise me. I would have thought by now, considering what has happened since, that Oli would go a little scorched earth. But turns out Oli might have a backbone when it comes to showing flaws and letting you see he is willing to learn from those mistakes. YouTube at this point, when I'm recording, had gotten rid of the dislike being visible, so I took the liberty of running the video through Archive to see if I could pull up how many dislikes it has to its 4.9k upvotes. 1 million views though, with 4.9k up? No, that's not good. That's actually quite bad engagement, especially when you have over 23,000 comments. That tells me, chances are, you got more downvotes. And I'm going to play a clip from that video just to demonstrate the, at the time of the 26th of June 2021, insanity that was going through Oli London's head as Oli tried to justify all of this, which is later on re-justified with a future video.
Hey guys, I just want to take this chance to, come out today. Something that's been on my mind for a long time, and I've been very confused about how I identify. I've been very, very confused. And, I've seen a lot of other people online that have come out and been very brave about it and shared their story about how they identify. So I am going to come out today and say that I've been transitioning, but I am coming out as non-binary, and my pronouns are they, them, Korean, Jimin. Because I know a lot of people don't understand me, but I do identify as Korean.
Do you want to say hello, Tilly? Those comments alone about pronouns and identifying as Korean was what got my attention. Many people for many years have spoken about Oli London because, let's face it here, anyone that identifies as another race always runs the risks, and it's always going to be there because it is what it is, yes, a tautology of trivializing their racial identity. In that video, Oli London fobs off identity with race as also being cultural, but that's not always the case. A very simple misunderstanding on Oli's part, but for the majority of Oli London's life, according to Oli London that is, they have had issues with identity for all of it, which is quite unsurprising. On July the 14th, 2021, courtesy of the Metro, Ofcom had received 123 complaints after Oli London appeared on the British TV show on ITV This Morning, explaining to Q Hoppers, Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield. Oli said, "So my love for Korea started about 9 years ago. I used to live in Korea and I was an English teacher there. I just became so fascinated with the culture, everything about it, the language, the food, the people, and that's actually when I started having plastic surgery to have the Korean look. Didn't go North Korean though, those cheeks are a bit puffy. I've just become so absolutely obsessed with Korea, and finally I've just had my transition surgery on my eyes and brow to complete my new Korean look, and I've never been happier." Because of the time slot of when that show airs, it's mostly older people or gossipers at home who watch that show. Granted, only 123 complaints were lodged. Many more, though, detractors all said the same thing: "You are not Korean. Stop this madness." Now, because I can't tell if this is a Poe or not, I'm going to play a clip from a video titled "It's Over," released on the 29th of January 2022. Oli London has a confession for us all. It's super serial, so take it as such. Future Meg here. You can't see a video clip on the screen completely, nor can you hear the audio from it. That's because of what you also see on the screen, that copyright claim. Apparently they're entitled to the entire video because of 30 seconds that falls within fair use. So I'll give you the Cliff's Notes. Oli London and cardboard cutout Jimin have been together, married for 2 years. We're going through a really tough time, coupled with the fact that Oli gets a considerable amount of hate, as he dubs it, online. They have decided to go their separate ways. No doubt one of them into recycling and the other one to live a prosperous life after doing 2 years mandatory in the military. Back to regular programming and go F yourselves. The people who made the copyright claim, you suck. Super serial, everyone. The acting was quite good, I will admit. I didn't know you were in a relationship with a cardboard cutout, but then I do recall a woman marrying her quilt. Another the Berlin Wall. Somebody a fence post. We all know how that went and what she did with it. We all know about guys and their cars, some of whom, well, yeah, no. The problem I have is, because of my limited knowledge of Oli London, I don't know if this was legit or not. Although the chapel wedding in what looks like Vegas with an Elvis impersonator had me sold. Shame he didn't send me an invite. I totally wouldn't have gone. Now, if we skip ahead exactly 7 months, on the 29th of August 2022, because nothing really of interest happened between January and August, Oli London made a video titled
Apology Video.
Brackets. My apology to Jimin and the Asian community. Close brackets. This video is 13 minutes long. Now, I had actually done a response video. This is where I did my second video, but I made a mistake. The mistake I made was I hadn't actually gotten to the best part of the entire video. I'll link my original video down below, but I'm going to skip to 6 minutes and 51 seconds in, because that is where a comment, one of the top comments on that video, highlighted something you had said that undermines everything from the very top comment. The video itself got 120,000 views and 1.7k upvotes. That's not good. This tells me already your audience, well, No. You got 902 comments as well, which also doesn't make too much sense considering the views you got. Usually it's 1 comment for every 10 views, but also 1 like for every 10 views, which tells me you got very little engagement and a lot of negative, and there's a possibility you deleted a lot of stuff.
I thought maybe this would make people happy, and I want to make other people happy in the world. There's so many bad things in the world, but you know, I have received a lot of hate and a lot of trolling, and this has really impacted my mental health, and it's not been very good. I've had some very dark times because of internet trolls, and you know, I have not actually done anything wrong. I've never actually done anything bad. I just had an obsession with Jimin, had an obsession with K-pop, had surgery to look Korean, and I do generally feel Korean. I identify as Korean. It's something that makes me happy. But, you know...
What I really love about that comment is it's 6 minutes and 51 seconds in to a 13-minute video, almost right in the middle. Most of your audience don't really stick around. Same for me, same for most creators, in fact. Audience retention dips the further in you get. Oli was very clever with how that was placed. But there was another detail I left out. I'm going to play that clip as well because it confirmed something that we just spoke about before the apology video.
I do want to apologize for my actions in the past, you know, when I married a couple cut out of Jimin, because I don't like to talk about my feelings. I do identify as Korean, but I just want to apologize to any member of the Asian community that has ever misunderstood me or misinterpreted me, or thought maybe I was a little bit too obsessed with Jimin.
Best apology I've ever seen ever. 10 out of 10. Congratulations, achievement unlocked. You can proceed to the next level. Now, Oli London had actually followed this up with an apology on Instagram. This Instagram post was shared via NME. NME mostly cover indie music, heavily biased, very left-leaning. Understandably, paper went down the drain, so they're mostly online now. Sadly, the letter that Oli London had penned and put on Instagram is no longer there. Although I do want to point one thing out. I don't usually poke fun at appearances, but the picture they chose for Oli London looks like Cillian Murphy in disguise. I assume this is where Tommy Shelby went into hiding. Something I should also point out now. The reason the apology video even happened in the first place is because Oli London got married to someone that looks like Jimin. So that healthy addiction to wanting someone like Jimin in Oli London's life was replaced from being on oneself onto somebody else entirely, which is 100% healthy and totally not a problem. On the 18th of October 2022, influencer Oli London broke down the $300,000 cost, yes, it's gone up in a few years, of extensive surgeries to look like a Korean woman, with Oli London saying, "I started having surgeries when I lived in Korea back in 2013. I was always deeply unhappy with my image and used to get teased and bullied on a daily basis for the way I looked, especially my nose. I dreamed of being beautiful and being accepted by others around me, and this began my never-ending journey to try and achieve the perfect look, rather than, impact any meaningful change in a country where apparently being you was a problem." Okay, that's interesting. It's a unique spin on integration. Some of these surgeries took place in Armenia, China, Poland, Korea, and Turkey. Over 9 years, 32 surgical procedures. This included skin whitening injections, fat burning injections, vampire facials, all the filler and Botox. The most expensive surgery, a $70,000 total makeover in Korea, which consisted of jaw surgery, chin surgery, cheekbone shaving, nose surgery, facial bone shaving, and reshaping all in one day. I assume this was done with a sledgehammer for maximum effect. Oli London also confirmed that with all these surgeries, no insurance was used, it was paid for out of Oli London's own pocket. That's a lot of money. If I had $300,000, which would be 300,000 euros, which is almost 300,000 pounds, I'd use it to pay for my winter heating bill. It seems to be going up a bit at the moment. Oli also explained that he had the surgeries done in foreign countries outside the US where insurance would not cover the expenses. Apparently what paid for this were platforms like TikTok and brand sponsorships, which all leads to another where are they now moment for Oli London. A journey started 9 years ago has brought Oli London around a full circle, almost back to the start, but actually turning around and going back, because Oli London is detransitioning. Because it turns out in May of this year, and I didn't know about this, Oli London started identifying as a Korean transgender woman. Courtesy of Oli's TikTok, because I went and had a look, There are many TikToks there showing this days of being a man thing that Oli London is going through. One of the more popular is an interview on GB News, which Oli had actually uploaded to his channel. Many people in the comments of that throwing mountains of support, but it got more traction on TikTok, to be honest. And that's because on YouTube, the well has been, well, poisoned. There's no real coming back as a YouTuber for Oli London, to be honest. The views could always be there, but they're never going to be what they were, and Oli has mentioned brand sponsorship deals and TikTok may well be the path forward. But there's something I noticed, something I couldn't help but notice, because even with that 5-minute clip from GB News on becoming Christian, because that's also another thing, where Oli mentions that the reason why is because Oli spent most of his life as an atheist, and without God, Oli was lost. This interview was very serious, to be honest. A bit, narcissistic, but that's normal with everything Oli London does. If you ignore that and focus on what Oli is trying to achieve, there's a possibility you might find some sincerity. You'd think then by that logic that perhaps this addiction to everything Jimin would go the way of the dinosaurs. About that.
You guys, we're now proud parents. Look at our beautiful Korean baby, Jimin. Hi, Jimin. Annyeong. So cute.
Something tells me that line between parody and serial is getting blurred to a point where no one can actually tell if Oli London is being serial or not. So let's pretend this is serial, which I guess means you can't teach an old dog new tricks. But then let's treat it like a parody, which is an accurate summation of Oli London's life online. To finish, Oli London is still very active on social media. Oli London did make other appearances, for example with Tucker Carlson on Fox. On an Instagram post with a picture of that interview, short clip of it, but I'm not playing it for copyright reasons, Oli said, "America, we all need to fight for the rights of every child. We need to fight against the current system that is normalizing harmful teachings in classrooms. We must be sensitive to the struggles children have to go through and recognize it is normal for a child to be confused about their identity. But this doesn't mean the education system has the right to push gender ideology in kids and to cause harm to their development." Wait, has Oli become red-pilled? Is Oli red-pilled? I don't know what to say. I guess I'll end with the following, as it is difficult to tell whether Oli is serious or not these days. One can never truly be certain of Oli's intentions or what Oli is trying to accomplish. Oli London has had a very eventful 2022, and I'm intrigued to see what Oli London does in 2023.